All right, guys, welcome back. CFP here, and this is Survival Living. So today we got a weekly prep, but it's a weekly prep to help out our community, and we also have updates on our survival buckets. So let's go inside and we'll go ahead and cover these things. And before we get into the video, guys, real quick update on our survival buckets. Oh yeah, you know, the ones with the toilet seat. You know, we did a video on the prototype of this and left up comments and left the comments open so we can see of other ideas and stuff to add to this. Quite frankly, we're going to be leaving it the same. The only thing is that we're going to be vacuum sealing the toilet paper. That will lay nice and flat. I did see the comments of the toilet paper tablets that you add water. Well, the fact is I've tried those out. That's a very gimmicky tool. It works good for a backpack, but if you are having multiple bathroom breaks, a roll of toilet paper lasts longer than those tablets and a lot cheaper. This bucket that I created was $112 with the items, and that's not including the long-term storage food. That's how much this stuff runs on this right here. So there should be a pop-up of that video. So I did see about baby wipes and hand sanitizer. So I went ahead and added a bottle of hand sanitizer, small bottle of hand sanitizer to this. I could see that. As far as baby wipes, no, I don't see it. I don't use baby wipes today. That's why we have multiple ways of purification of water. So I kept seeing the comments, well, that way people don't waste their water. The Sawyer that's in here filters out 100,000 gallons. What most people don't understand is after a hurricane, we have water everywhere. The collection of water is not an issue. The issue is purification of the water. So that's why we included the Sawyer. We included the water purification tablets in this. So you have ways of purifying your water. So that's why we've done it this way. And that's why we don't have baby wipes in here. As far as the stove itself, I saw concerns about the stove because of the base. This base opens up when you add your propane to it. It doesn't go anywhere. This is a very wide base for this stove top. For this stove top here, it's a very wide base. This does not flip. I've shown reviews on this. I've used this many a times. This thing is not going anywhere. I've never flipped one, and if you actually follow my channel, you see I'm always out in the woods. I'm actually test gear out, severely test gear out. I've never had an issue with this. So we're keeping this compared to the micro burner stoves and the solid fuel stoves. A pound of propane lasts much longer than those camp propane micro burner stoves. I use those in my backpack all the time, and they do not last as long. I go through those in a couple of days. That's why we went with the 1 pound. So with that being said, I want to take the time to thank those that have actually reached out to help build these buckets, help us financially build these buckets. Now, when we did that video, guys, that pop-up should be back up there for you. We were aiming for 10 buckets within the next 2 to 3 months. And that's because my wife and I were financing it ourselves. We're taking all our affiliate program income that we make here on the channel and build these buckets. And we've had several others that have reached out through our PayPal to help donate. Guys, that is not required. This is something that I am going to do no matter what. I want to clarify that. This is something that I am going to do no matter what. The additional support does help. So what we've done, instead of just making 10 of these, we're taking that finances and we're adding to it. So with the finances that we received through via PayPal, that will purchase additional 2 buckets that we can build. Okay, so now it's going to give us 12 buckets by our deadline. So for those that have donated, definitely do appreciate that. We're not just going to keep it at 10. That extra donation stuff that come in, we're just adding to the buckets that we're going to be giving out. We're not just stopping at 10. We're still building 10. Those additional finances, we're pushing even harder. All right, let's get to the video. All right, guys, welcome back. CFP here, and this is Survival Living. I've got my list. Yeah, it's on the paper towel. So what I got here, guys, I've got food that is being put back and separated from everything else that we got so we can actually provide our local community with a hot meal during a natural disaster. This is something that I have been taking on personally and something I want to do with my business, because I do live here in the surrounding area of Panama City. And the fact is, after Hurricane Michael, a lot of people were left without and went hungry, and there were some bad things that happened here. So what I've got here right now, I know it doesn't look like much, but it's a lot for me and what I'm operating with. I've made 2 sets of meals. This is something that I can drive my vehicle into a location, set up my tables, pull in my trailer, everything I need to cook. All right, I can actually cook food. So I have the availability of 3 propane stoves. I keep these things in stock at all times. So I'll have 6 burners where I can actually start cooking food for my local area. So what I've got here is enough food for 60 people, 1 meal each. All right, so I've got 2 different meals here. One, I got spaghetti and green beans. The other one, I've got chicken and rice and macaroni. So with the macaroni, guys, we have 32 boxes. This is just a great value macaroni. I'm actually going to break these down and put in Mylar or vacuum seal, because I don't like leaving things in cardboard. Cardboard attracts roaches and palmetto bugs down here in Florida. So we're changing that up. 20 pounds of rice. Now, I know 20 pounds of rice says there's 202 servings with this particular rice. Everything we're splitting in half as far as serving sizes. If it says, you know, 3, well, we're going to give 2 servings on that. We're going to say there's 2 servings in that. But we're going to say there's 100 servings. Same with the chicken. Everything else here, we're splitting down, so you're still getting more calories than what is actually being said. So we have the rice. We also have the canned chicken. There's 18 cans of chicken here. This is a chunk chicken breast. This stuff, we stock this stuff up, guys. This stuff's amazing. So we stock that up. All right, so that covers 1 meal for 60 people right here. A bag of rice, 18 cans of chicken, 32 boxes of macaroni. That's 1 meal. I've already seen I already know the comments, well, that's not enough food, blah, 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 blah. This is what I'm working with, and trust me, when you don't have food, this is a freaking blessing when someone actually is cooking you food and giving you free food. So this, and I don't want to hear that. I cannot stand the naysayers and stuff here on YouTube. I'm doing something to try to help people, and maybe you should too. All right, moving on. We have spaghetti. Now, spaghetti serving size, they say 2 ounces per person. We went ahead and bumped it up to 4 ounces, which gives us 16 pounds of spaghetti. Also, we went on to green beans. Green beans, these are the larger family size green bean cans. Makes it easier for this project here. We have 12 cans of green beans. And then we have spaghetti sauce. I know it's Hunt spaghetti sauce. We've got 14 cans of spaghetti sauce, and that gives us our meal for 60 people. Easily done for 60 people. Now, we could skimp it, but I don't want to skimp it. I mean, we're giving basically a double dose of calories per meal right here. So we have the spaghetti meal and we have the chicken and rice meal. So this is something that I am working on right here in my local area. Now, we're going to have the availability to help out our local area and the surrounding areas around us. Depends on different states if we are able to help out or not, mainly because it depends on road closures. We do run into that issue here. But if another incident happens here in our local area again, we will be able to help our community. It's one thing to be a prepper, and I stand behind taking care of your family first. Absolutely. But if you have the means to put extra food back to help somebody else out during a natural disaster, I'm not talking full-blown SHTF. You have to, your own security you got to worry about on that one. You do you on that. But a regular natural disaster, we have the availability to create our own power. We have the availability to make our well run when everyone else's water is not running. We have that availability. I have the availability because I'm a YouTuber. I've gotten a hold of all kind of really cool products and stuff that I can actually give out solar generators to people that need a powered CPAP machine. Not a pat on my back. I'm using what I have available to help others. And I recommend other people to do the exact same. You don't have to, but I won't put up your naysay crap on my channel. I'm trying to help other people. So anyway, guys, it's something to think about. I would recommend you guys doing something like this, but you don't have to. All right, main thing is take care of your family first. That's the main thing. Take care of your family first. Make sure you have supply for them and protection. This project here, this is something I can do for my local community, and that's something that we're going to be working on. So anyway, guys, y'all keep on prepping. Speak to y'all later.